My back hurts. I'm old. I'm only 25, but yet my body feels like it's 85. Ugh. But look, we're back in the mystery room. I have no idea what's happening behind me. That's an orgy. You know, no judge, especially to the one that has a kinky fetish with severed hands. This week's video, I had something different planned, but then when I thought about it, I was like, I need a new makeup mirror. I do have a makeup mirror. It's just left at my friend's place in Newcastle. I live in Ayr. That's like 400 miles different. That look has to wait a week so that I can then afford to buy the mirror. So for that matter, I'm going to do a slightly different look entirely, which is actually doing my entire drag face using only drugstore makeup. Brands that are affordable, like Give Face Cosmetics and Water Drag. I'm not going to use those because you've actually got to like order them, and this I just want to make it very basic, very minimal. The fact that you can just go to like a Drugstore, Superdrug and buy the stuff there and keep it as minimal products as possible. The only thing I'm going to say that I'm not going to do, the lashes and the glue that I use for my lashes. So for this week, I'm just going to do a normal drag look, and I'm trying to make it as fewer steps as possible because let's face it, doing 4 or 5 products for your eyeliner is a bit excessive. Extra. Let's get into it. It's a Sunday, which means that tomorrow's a Monday. Scotland's like just about to go into phase 3 of us coming out of lockdown, which means that more people are going to work. If I'm speaking a bit quieter, that might be why. I'm also in my spare bedroom, which is right above the spare bedroom below me, and I don't know if they've got someone in there as a child or not, because I don't speak to my neighbours, because a lot of them are assholes. And also there's a police car outside. I don't know why they're there. They've also come in the wrong way. And yeah, there are arrows, so you know which way to go. Estupendo, estupendo. Si, signore. I got a present for myself. I finally got it. It suits me so well. I mean, I am a pig in a hill. I mean, look at me. I'm almost the same colour. Actually, no, I am the same colour as this bag. And I also got a palette that I wanted for a while. The Playhouse palette. It's fucking adorable. We will have fun with that at a later date. I think I might do an entire look just with this one palette. So let's just like, you know, get a bit into the makeup. Primer time, Barry M Flawless Primer. It's my go-to for even normal drag. I mean, if you want, you could also like get it over your eyes. Yeah, the also reason that I didn't want to do the character that I was going to do today is because I was like, I need to practice that, I need to map it out, I need to get the contouring down, because it's a cartoon character. And a cartoon character like that, which is like very structured, does not fit onto a face like mine that is like a blob. I mean, look at me, I either look like a gibbon or a blobfish after it's been taken out of the water. Yes, darling, sorted. Now, the only palette that you will see that I'll be using is the Constellation palette from Revolution. NYX Jungle Pencil in Black Bean. I mean, look at this. Ooh. I need to be all that great with applying it because we're going to go over black eyeshadow anyway later. You can be as messy as you want. So to carry on the theme of Barry M, I'm gonna use the foundation sticks because I used to use the darker one because it used to be like a really good contour color, and because I didn't know what contour shade to get from Cryolan, so this was like a good one because I could try it in store. And then of course I had a friend that could get stuff from Cryolan and he had a collection, so I was able to find the best one for me. I just didn't pay for it. I mean, it was his and he doesn't use it, so of course I want to take it. I asked him first. I'm not some sort of thief. Flow job. I did the traditional way of doing makeup, so you would put a lighter base down and a darker base down, and that's how you got your highlight and your contour shades, and then you would go over it with powders, so that emphasized it more. A lot of the newer way of doing it is that you put down a complete base, you might go in with a bit of cream to like blend it out, and then put the powders on top, or do your base and then put the powders on top for your contour and highlight. This is just how I do it. I think it's the best thing for me. 2 colors I have is 1 milk and 8 hazelnut. Quite the contrast, but I'm going to put down the contour first and then do the highlight. So I have done something a bit different. Last time I cornered the contour all the way down. And this time I'm just kind of going like this with it. I don't know why, but when I was editing the video last time, I thought that would look kind of cool because I like weird shit. It just kind of looks like it's blended into my hairline for now. But hey, the more hairline I have, the better. Next is nose contour. I almost said eyes. I don't even know my own fucking routine. And I have no idea what I'm doing for my eyes because, like everything I do for drag, I just fucking wing it. All I know is that I'm going to use the Constellation palette because I want to do like a dark look. I want to be like really grungy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so fun. So I'm going in with the Barry M Chisel Cheeks contour kit and using the middle tone to create the contour for my nose. And with this I'm using a double-ended brush. One side has a fluffy end and the other side has a slanted thin tip that we use for highlighting the nose. The buffing brush I use for doing contour because it's easier for me to get the shape and for me to blend out things a lot easier. I then use the darker tone to create an kind of almost like anchor hour shape underneath the tip of the nose where the highlight's going to go, and that helps create a depth for it. Now I'm going in with a white and using the slanted edge, and this is going to help create the highlight. So just dragging it down the middle of my nose, and that's going to bring out and highlight the middle of my nose to create it look like an edge. Now I'm going with a packing brush and I'm going in with satin, which is this mint metallic green, and you can see I'm just sketching out the crease of my eye, and this actually helps a lot because then you can actually sketch out the line and you can go in and basically fill in the area. And I'll do one side first and then do the other side. Now going back and forth, it's going to help build up the color, and you want to get a really good pigmentation. Revolution are really great for the pigmented eyeshadows, however sometimes they're they take a bit of effort to get the actual pigmentation right for doing drag. As you can see with this, I am going back and forth between my left and right eye to get it to look as equal as possible. You don't have to be perfect, like symmetry is very difficult to get right. Now I'm taking a fluffy brush and going in with Cluster, this charcoal metallic, and just dragging it around the outside of the satin edge that I put in. And with this you just want to be heavier towards the eyeliner and a bit more lighter towards the inner corner, or your new inner corner now, and blend the edges out. Blending the edges out will help with transition. Now taking the same brush and going in with Retrograde, and this is a burnt aubergine. Putting that and just blending that with Cluster and blending it further outwards, doing the same thing, heavier towards the eyeliner side and lighter on the inner corner area. And you want to create this kind of dramatic effect with the winged look. Now we're going in with Mars, which is a burnt red. I'm putting that at the edge of Retrograde, and that's going to help with transition the color out into this kind of smoky edge. That's just going to diffuse a lot more nicer into the skin. Licking the brush that we use for Saturn, you're going to go back in with Saturn and just help cut out that crease a bit more, because we've definitely gone over the edge. You want to make it look a bit more sharper to kind of emphasize the edge a bit more. And now we're going to let the brush and go in with Night Sky, this really metallic royal blue, and just pat it on the outside corner of the eye to kind of help bring a bit of smokiness between the outs corner with Cluster and Saturn. And now I'm going to use Harp using a packing brush. And Harp is a bronze tone, and that is going to help highlight the inner corner. And now using Fractal, a silver metallic on the further in edge corner, and that's going to help with bring everything into this nice highlight. It's going to drag from really light on the inside corner to really dark. I feel like my eyes are if a peacock was a god. I'm never too far from a peacock. This was my first tattoo as well. I didn't even hurt that much. Oh my god, I miss getting tattoos. I really want a tattoo. So now we're gonna go in with our contour. I'm gonna go back in with the Barry M1. Start it with medium tone, then go back in with the dark tone, and I'm gonna be using this brush by Lottie London.
So starting on the outside corner, putting the most pigment on the outside and dragging it ever so slightly towards your mouth and keeping the line level. Just go back and forth, blending ever so slightly upwards. And you're going to do the top of your head with the contour as well and drag from the inwards outside. And blend into the hairline. That's what I like to do. Now I'm using the darkest shade and that's going to go on the outside corner and that's going to create depth. For the cheeks, I use it on the outside and just kind of bring it in to create this kind of triangular shape, and that helps with emphasize. And anything left over, I use on my under lip, and that creates this pout.
Of course, your contour is always a cool tone color because shadows are cool tone. You use a warm tone, you're basically just using bronzer, and a bronzer isn't a contour.
Now I'm taking a compact powder brush and using the white I used for my nose highlight and helping to emphasize the highlight of my face and to help diffuse the contour into the rest of the skin tone. I also do underneath the contour to help emphasize the cheek contour as well as the chin, the cupid's bow and the forehead. And also the outside of the bottom lip as that helps to create a pout or more of a pout.
Next, I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to use Venus from the Constellation palette because it's so fucking vibrant. Look how pigmented and neon that brush is.
Now for blush, I start at the highest point of the cheek and work my way down towards the mouth and just slightly blend that out.
Who else has been watching Glow Up? I can tell you without a doubt, Ophelia is my favorite, and if she doesn't fucking win, it's a riggery, because without a doubt, Ophelia is in my mind the most creative and most talented person of the bunch. But Eve, she has done so well for the background that she's come from. By that I just mean career background. One of the challenges were to do a photo shoot with water. My instant thing would have done to do something with the pigment in the hair and it starts to bleed out around the person. So you're not only creating a makeup look, but you're creating this environmental look as well. Eve did that, and I'm so happy she did because her photos were fucking good. And before any of you tell me that my blush is too much,
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
for fuck's sakes, my contour is the same colour as mahogany. Now, highlighter, I'm going to use the NYX Love You So Mochi. So the ones I'm going to use is this pastel pink tone mixed with this vibrant magenta, and that's going to go on the blush. And then as like the lighter tone that's going to go above that, I'm going to go in with Celestial.
For highlighting, I'm going to use two slanted eyeshadow brushes. I like using these for highlight because I think it helps with the application a lot more, as well as packing on the pigment a lot better. And don't forget to add highlight to your chin and cupid's bow.
Now, NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, so the white one, cut that bitch out.
Here I like to just outline the eyeliner on both on the nose as well as around the eye. I have no idea what to call these areas. And once you've just lined it all out, you can then just fill it in. I then put a little bit of white onto my ring finger and just pat all that in to create this smooth blend of pigment.
Glitter. This is Barry M glitter.
Then using a clean ring finger, I pack on the glitter onto the white of my eye and just brush off any excess afterwards.
Chunky boy, you should know what this is by now. I'm just gonna sharpen the edges, make things more defined, and then go in with black eyeshadow to fill everything out.
Now this is where doing the eyeliner at the beginning comes in very handy, because now I can just sketch out the area that I can see clearly and fill in the excess with the eyeshadow. This is any generic eyeshadow that helps to fill in the lines. The one that I used is CYO and it's a Boots own brand.
Just gonna go in for our little eyelash curlers and our mascara.
Curl those bad boys away from your face using black mascara, as it's just to coat any powder that's fallen onto your lashes. Before applying the mascara, I had put lash glue onto my lashes so they were ready to go when I finished my mascara.
Take aim and fire, sir. And you know what's after lashes, don't you? Lips. I'm going to use burnt orange because that seems fun. This is the Stay the Night lip tattoo.
With lips, I like to start at my cupid's bow and just draw out the arrows of the cupid's bow and then the lines on the outside corner of my upper lip, and just connect the two up and then fill in the blanks. The bottom lip is really easy to do for myself because I don't have any excess to overdraw. I just need to work around my piercings. And then I just apply some glitter onto it as it's damp, but you can't really see it because I'm such an idiot applying it on camera.
Okay, that's cute, I like that. You know what everyone's favourite time is?
The apocalypse.
god. I'm in love with the place in this bitch. I even did my hair for you. You should be grateful. I'm insulted that you wouldn't be. It just tweaked my nipple piercing. And I also have this jacket that I made myself. Like all this and all this. I must say my favorite part is this bit, just because of like how satisfying it is to like crinkle it. Titties. Free the net. And thank you for joining me. If you love this, let me know in the comments down below. If you hated it, again, fucking subscribe already. If you liked this video, you know what to do when you like a video. You like it. I mean, you could thumb it down if you hated it, but why?
Disgusting!
Or you could favorite it, you could like it, you could subscribe, because I need the attention. Daddy, give me the attention. Give me all your hate. I want it. I need all the hate in the world. It's how I survive. I mean, you can't get this far with, you know, being nice. Everything that I used in this video, I will have linked down in the description below, as well as all my social medias and my website. Yes, if you liked this video, like it, fell in love with me, you adore me, you want to get close to me. Follow me on all my social medias, as well as subscribe and hit that bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. Toodaloo, fuck nuts.